I was born on December 18th, 1997, in Decatur, Georgia. A few months after I was born, my parents made the decision to move a short ways down the road to Lawrenceville, Georgia, a small suburban town along the rim of Metro Atlanta. From that point on, 1027 Glen Chase Drive became my home. Fall of 2016 was my first time leaving home to live somewhere else. My long days of filling out college applications and preparing for the next chapter of my academic journey eventually landed me in Macon, Georgia, as a student of Mercer University. Unlike most Mercerians, my first introduction to Macon was not because of my interest in Mercer. Instead, my time in Macon began when I was a young girl. I would spend a few weeks during the summer in Macon staying with my dad's grandmother, my great-grandmother. These distant memories are filled with fun, family, and laughter. Then, as I became older, my summer stays decreased to yearly visits, as I would only visit for family reunions and special occasions. Now, I am no longer a visitor. Instead, I've become a resident of the place that I once considered a distant home. I'm grateful that I had some prior experience with Macon before moving here for school, as it made my transition from home much easier. Although I spend majority of my time on campus, I try to find time to leave campus and explore the city. These explorations have helped me become comfortable navigating the city and have even helped me develop my own common routes to different places. I have developed a life here, truly making Macon my second home. The completion of this school year has brought me 1 year closer to graduation. As I transition into my senior year, I have to find more concrete answers to the questions I have been working to solve since my first day of college. The most important question has been, how do I get into medical school? For as long as I can remember, my dream has been to become a doctor. The academic decisions I have made from middle school until now have been to better prepare myself for making this dream a reality. Since being in college, I have put myself in situations to better my chances at gaining admission into medical school. I chose neuroscience and Spanish as my majors. I joined pre-health organizations and have become the president for one of them. Further, I have attended medical conferences and have partaken in numerous volunteer opportunities. Additionally, I am in the process of designing my own senior service project. Out of all of my accomplishments, gaining admission into Mercer University School of Medicine through their Special Considerations program has been my biggest achievement as a pre-medical student. I'm thankful for the numerous opportunities Mercer has afforded me as I work towards becoming a well-rounded candidate for medical school. Despite my success, I have recently begun to feel unhappy with the progress I am making towards my dream. Even worse, I have lost my enthusiasm for becoming a doctor. As a result, my plan is no longer to apply to medical school and gain admission for the fall of 2020. This is because 1, I do not have the drive right now to go through the long and difficult application process, and 2nd, my grades are not competitive enough to gain admission. Instead, I prefer to take a year off, a decision that does not make my parents happy. This time off will allow me to reevaluate my career plans and, more importantly, allow me to improve my mental and emotional health. With this decision comes a question of where I will live after graduation. For me, this decision is difficult as being in college has split my life between 2 places. Most students return home if they do not have set plans after graduation. However, I feel as though I have developed a life here in Macon, and I wonder what will be at home for me once I return. Here in Macon, I have established myself separate from my parents and as an adult. I go to church here, my pharmacy is here, I have developed personal and business relationships as well. Still, I cannot ignore my life back home. My parents, my siblings, my god brother and god sister, everyone back home is important to me. I have missed so much these past 3 years being away, and I worry what else I will miss being away from home. The biggest problem I see is missing time with my soon-to-be-born niece or nephew. I am a soon-to-be aunt, and I want to experience every moment of it. There are pros and cons of living in Lawrenceville and in Macon. Yet, if I'm honest with myself, Macon provides me with a network of opportunities that I do not have in Lawrenceville. I knew that college would change my life, but I didn't realize how much it would affect my personal life. I thought I would complete my 4 years at Mercer, go to medical school, and then continue from there. I never imagined that I would be considering a gap year. Likewise, I didn't know that I would gain an appreciation for Macon and consider living here past my college years. As I transition into my senior year, I will continue to weigh my options, and hopefully, time will help me resolve this conflict I feel about the two places I care so much about.